Hi guys, welcome back to GP Reactions. My name is Gail, this is my channel and it's good to be back doing some reactions. I had a bit of an ear thing going on about a week or so ago and I was a little dubious about putting headphones on for a while. But yeah, it didn't seem to last that long, but I don't know what caused it, to be fair. I had some sort of interference on my um, earbuds or earphones that I was wearing, and I got home on the evening and my ear was like ringing. So that kind of went on for a couple of days. But yeah, it's all good, and thank goodness there's no weird damage or anything like that. I don't think anyway. So yeah, I'm two things going on. I have had a few recommendations through Buy Me a Coffee for music to listen to, and I will be getting to those this week. I also asked for a list of tracks to listen to, and you guys were really, really nice, and you obliged. So I've got about a 10 tracks there, or roughly that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into these. It's going to take me a couple of weeks probably to get through them, but l- pretty much most of it is like music I've not actually heard. Um, so that is great. It's just I love new music. I got really excited when I saw some of the tracks, and this first one actually is really really exciting. The one I'm going to come to, which is a band called Wall of Voodoo, track called Mexican Radio, and I got really excited because it has Stan Ridgway in, and I reacted to a couple of tracks of his. Obviously, I remember him from Camouflage, and there was another one I reacted to of his as well. But yeah, he's part of his group, and this was 1982, and this was taken from an album called Call of the West from September of that year, and this is side two, track one. So in this band we have Joe Nannini on drums and percussion, Stan Ridgway on vocals, Chess Gray on synths, and we have Mark Morland on guitars. So it's a four-piece band. I don't know too much about this. I actually don't know who's written this either, so I haven't really done my homework, I'm afraid. But this is Wall of Voodoo, Mexican Radio, and this is a live version, so I'm going to jump straight into the live version, only because I remember Stan Ridgway on Top of the Pops, singing Camouflage back in '86, and I thought he had a really, really good voice. And but obviously Top of the Pops is studio and it's mimed, so I just wanted to kind of see what Stan Ridgway was like performing on stage. So yeah, without further ado, before I get to it, just thanks everybody for being here, for subscribing, listening to when we're talking about listening to, subscribing, liking, sharing, um, anything else really that I can think of. And I will tell you just before this, I've just come from work and I finished at 6 today, but I did something really stupid today. I managed to drop my keys down a lift shaft. It's one of those horrible things. It's like dropping something down like a drain cover out in the street. Yeah, I dropped them down the lift shaft, and but amazingly, and thank goodness for the universe helping me, I put a call into the security office, and within 15 minutes, a lift engineer came and relieved the keys for me. So I've got them on a big elastic band now, which I'm going to attach to my the loop on my jeans, the belt loop. I'm gonna probably get one of those like springy things that you can attach stuff to. But I was an idiot. I don't know how I managed to drop them down a lift shaft, but I did. So that's my little quirky story from today. Yeah, so without further ado, let's have a listen to this and see what Wall of Voodoo sound like with the amazing vocals of Stan Ridgway. Sounds like a harmonica. And by the way, this performance is from 1983. You can take that back actually. Oh, this is brilliant. I don't know why I was getting like Who vibes just for a second there, but what an amazing start! I'm sorry, guys, I'm taking this right back again because I was blown away by that harmonica, and then we had I don't know what was happening. That was crazy. And I will just say I nearly didn't start any reactions tonight because I was feeling tired, and this has literally just blown those cobwebs out of me. He's enjoying it.
I feel a hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I turn the switch and check the number. I leave it on when I slumber. I hear the rhythms of the music. I buy the product but never use it. I hear the talking of the DJ. Can't understand just what does he say. I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican, whoa, radio. I dial it in then to the station. They talk about the U.S. inflation. I understand just a little. Don't comprende, it's so critical. I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican, whoa, radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican, whoa, radio. Okay.
This is so. This is one of the most fascinating records I've heard in a long time. I'm trying to. At first, it kind of like hit me with a bit of like Who vibes, and then you got this new wave thing. I mean, it's almost a little bit punk. Um, I just so unusual track. I don't know what Mexican radio is. A is that something that is like transmitted and it's able to be picked up in the US from over the border? I'm not sure, but I just and what performer this guy is just blown me away, and I love his
Okay.
voice as well.
I wish I was in Tijuana, eating barbecued iguana. I take requests on the telephone. I'm on a wavelength far from home. I feel a hot wind on my shoulder. I dial it in from south of the border. I hear the talking of the DJ. Can't understand just what does he say. I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican, whoa, radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican, whoa, radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican, whoa, radio. Radio, radio, what radio, 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 radio.
I love that. I absolutely love that. It's the most fascinating song I've heard in a while. It was, I was kind of like drawn in. It's like very, it's almost like hypnotic. And I think it was the rhythm of I don't know what kind of drums are, like snare drums, is that? Because they sounded a little bit tinny. They didn't have that depth of drums, but it had like a rhythm that just kind of got inside me. That was just amazing. I want to go back actually because I was really drawn in by the sound of those drums. You know, it's crazy because this track has kind of given me all sorts of vibes of different genres of music. Um, and do you know what? If I had heard this in the 1960s, I would have thought, it was like a great sort of 60s, um, I don't know, concert or festival track. It just the vibes are all over the place with this. His voice as well. It's so expressive. But yeah, just the rhythm of it and that crazy keyboard actually, that was amazing. That the very beginning of this just blew me away. I'm kind of feel a bit guilty now that I didn't listen to the just didn't listen to like a studio version of this, an album version, but just picking up the vibes of these guys. It's just I don't know if there's more than one drum kit here, but I'm kind of picking up two sets of drums doing slightly different things. Oh yeah, yeah, there is, yeah, yeah.
I wish
But I noticed how sort of like small those drums are, and that really kind of gives this like effect. It's almost like I mean, it's called Mexican radio. It's almost like there's insects clucking away in the background. Um, yeah, I mean, I still don't know what Mexican radio is. I mean, it does feel to me like it is thinking about picking up a signal of a from across the border from the US into Mexico, and it does remind me of like when I used to go on to I think it was I used to go on to longwave radio, and used to be able to pick up like foreign channels, and it was really always amused me when I pick up foreign channels. Didn't have a clue what the um, the presenter was saying, and then you'd hear a familiar sound of Duran Duran or something like that. And I'm guessing this is the same, really. Although, I mean, I don't know what music was popular in Mexico in the 80s, but yeah, it's just the beginning as well. Just like really sort of threw me. Just after this, it's just brilliant though. The bass, and but the drums, and the percussion was just. I don't know which one's Joe Nannini, but I just love that. The synths. Is that like Chest Gray? So I've looked to Mark Morland on guitars. this was just such a cool song to listen to. The pacing of it and everything.
I'm on a
I can't
Mexican
just pick one thing.
radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. Radio, radio, what radio?
I just love the sort of peaks and troughs with this as well. It's subtle but enough to kind of really make it sound interesting. I'm really taken by this song. I need to listen to this a few times, I think. Let's have a look at what people say about it. I have a time machine who wants to go back to 1983. Yeah, I would love to go back to 1983. Um, that was my big introduction to the American Billboard Hot 100, and I used to listen consecutively. Saturdays was the American Hot 100, and Sundays was the UK Top 40. Right, so somebody's dad actually brought the cassette tape to this, and he used to listen to it on his way to dropping his son off at school. So Gino Nannini incorporated pots and pans in his drum kit. I knew there was something slightly different, and that was, I think, the drumming. And this is what this somebody's commented. He should have won an award for that kind of brilliance. A trademark metallic percussive sound, and 100% it really kind of stood out, and it really gave his song something different. It didn't feel like anything I'd heard um, in '83, to be honest. And I heard a lot of interesting sounds in '83, but this, definitely at 82, 83, I would definitely subscribe to this. I really want to hear more of this band now because I think if they've got that imagination, yeah, somebody said actually ZZ Top, Talking Heads, and B-52s. It kind of had it all, didn't it? It really, really did have it all. Wall of Radio. I'm not sure if it was this just written by Stan Ridgway or was this written by the whole band. If anybody knows that, please join me in the comments. And 100%, if anybody has any other Wall of Voodoo tracks, I would love to see them. I'm really glad. I was tempted to try and attempt to react to the official video, but I'm so glad I've reacted to this live version. I will go back and have a listen to the audio version just to see if there's any differences between the two. But this seems so comprehensively complete, in my opinion. Um, didn't seem to be any kind of wastage in this live version, so I'm hoping that the audio version is like roughly studio versions, maybe 4.5 minutes long as well. Um, yeah, this was absolutely great. This was absolutely great. I'm really happy that I can't remember who recommended this, but thank you so much because this is a banger. I love this, and yeah, I think Stan Ridgway, he is a guilty pleasure. I'm going to use the benchmark of Camouflage every time as the thing I first heard him in. But definitely watching this, I think he's more than just a storyteller with an interesting accent. I think he's a really good performer as well. And to see him live was such a treat. It sounded just like he did a few years later as well. Um, yeah, Wall of Voodoo. Why did Stan Ridgway go solo? I don't know. If anyone can answer that, and yeah, definitely please join in the comments and tell me if there's any other Wall of Voodoo tracks I can listen to. I don't even know how many albums they made. This is a Call of the West, which was one album, but please tell me if they've made any more albums because this was absolutely terrific. So yeah, till next time, folks. Please take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you soon.